check out the next guest, and looking around the audience here, I can see that many of them would at one time never have believed they could ever have got this close to him. While not dwelling in the past, it's fair to say that in the 80s, this man was as hot as a McDonald's fruit pie. He doesn't do so bad these days neither. He's back home for a while, glory be. He's even allowed the dignity his talent deserves. Please welcome, yes, Adam Ant.
Swade are good, aren't they?
Oh, they are good.
Top draw entertainment.
They are top draw entertainment, and following it with you, I think we've got a double whammy there. I'm not being polite, but I do owe you a few apologies for one or two reviews I wrote when I was at the NME.
Yeah, I've still got them, actually.
Oh, no, what can you do? I'm 12 years old, everyone goes nuts.
This is one called, this is another called, Now Go Form a Band. That was it.
That was one of my earlier. He remembers my writing. God bless you, sir. You see, I'm getting some respect now, like Lamar.
Good
there
stuff.
You go. When you were a punk rocker, everyone's got stories about we were chased by, the Teds. But then you were famous after being a punk rocker, and the punks didn't turn against you, but they didn't realise you were of them. You had a lot of stick from them, yeah?
Yeah, well, funnily enough, in this outside the studio, there's a staircase, and first time I did Top of the Pops, I just came off, I just did Michael Palin introduced us, and we did Dog Eat Dog, and it was great, and we went off. And I was just walking down the staircase outside the studio, and there were, like, several real thugs there waiting for me. But I did have all the gear on, and I was, at the time, I was going out with an actress called Amanda Donohoe.
Yeah.
And we've been going out for a few years, and we were just walking down the steps, and all of a sudden, you know when someone's going to get you. You kind of know it. A lot of it was, oi, and she turned around, unfortunately, and said, you, and I had to go back at him. I thought, don't say that.
Oh, dear.
I'm on my own.
Girls do that, don't they?
I'm on my own.
If you don't shut up, he's going to hit you.
Yeah. Oh, no. So I'm standing, I've got all the makeup on and all the stuff on, and I'm coming down, and then you're waiting. Okay, it's coming, wallop. And I hit the floor down the bottom of those stairs, and they really started giving me a kicking, really giving me a kicking. And I had all this stuff on, which really saved my ribs. And then at one point it got serious because I heard someone flip a knife out and say,
This was in the BBC?
This was in the BBC downstairs. I'm going to stick him, And I saw the blade go, and I just got up and said, no, wait, no, time out. And Amanda Donohoe, bless her, she just leapt, it's like a film, she leapt across the thing, and she chinned this bloke, wallop! Boom! And he was so surprised, he went, and then they kicked the crap out of her, but she did. It's true. This is true. Oh, wow. I'm not joking. And that was basically what happened, and ever since then I've been a bit careful.
But there's only a handful of people who have experienced the out-and-out adulation. All right, to an extent, even though it may be whiny, you've got to take that now. There's been your Mark Bolan. There's certainly been yourself. I mean, there's no getting away from that. You were everywhere at one time. And all I can relate that to is the film Stardust, when somebody does that, becomes aloof, goes nuts or whatever. How much truth is there in that alienation and madness of being the #1 pop star?
When I went to America to live, it got a bit serious because I did have a real stalker, a situation where someone did stalk me for over a year, and it was very terrifying. And,
a male or female?
A female stalker. And it becomes very obsessive, and it's 24 hours a day, and you never know. People can't visit you because they follow them home.
Wow.
And I was working with the police, working with the LAPD, and it was very serious. I couldn't communicate with her, and I couldn't really, I had no defence, and I was told, well, basically, we can't do anything about it until you get a flesh wound. So I said, well, that's bloody good, isn't it? Wow. It's like really good, it's like the LA riots, the LA riots are going, the cops are...
Is that what was happening?
Yeah, it was like, protect and serve, they were...
During the LA riots?
And behind them, like, people are rioting. It was like a cartoon film, they did nothing.
So how did this stalker thing resolve itself then?
In the end, the LAPD, I videoed her, and I sent the video to the district attorney, and he put a big warrant on her head, and they arrested her, and they got in treatment. And she's being treated now, and I hope she's all right, but... I couldn't care less at the time. I just wanted to act off my face.
And you decided to stay in America, did you? Did you get back on?
Well, America's been very good to me. America, to me, has always been a very good country to work. They've always been very welcoming towards me and my work.
Yeah. Because you worked with Sharon Stone, right?
Yeah. Sharon Stone, I did a film with her and the late Brad Davis called Cold Steel.
Did you try to go out there? Go on, now, did you try it?
Of course I didn't, Danny. What do you think? Of course I did.
Yeah, well, you might be overawed. But
No, she's very nice.
You went up with Raquel Welch.
No, Raquel Welch is a close friend. I did actually date her. I did take her out. They call it dating in America.
No, you went out.
Over here it's shagging, bonking.
I said you went out.
There was none of that. It was just, that was right out.
I'm trying to be delicate. You went out of her. So,
I took her out for a
Did you get
meal.
anything off her? No, no.
I took her out for a meal, and because I was absolutely bomb blasted when I met her, because she really is an icon.
Yeah.
And the night after, I went to see Apocalypse Now, and in the film there's a scene where they open up the wallet and there's a picture of Raquel there, but she's a very wonderful woman. I took her out just for supper, and she said, "Oh, that's really kind of you to pick me up, and last time someone picked me up here was Steve McQueen on the back of his Triumph." And I thought, whew, oh, well, that's me buggered, isn't it? How do you follow Steve McQueen? So I took her out, and we were having dinner, and...
Where'd you go?
We went to a place called Hugo's on Santa Monica Boulevard, which is all right.
Good, yeah.
And she had veal.
Politically incorrect. Did she have
My
veal?
God, she had veal, yeah. She had veal, and I didn't, of course. I had a walnut cutlet.
Sure you did.
She basically, you know, I'm sitting there, and I swear to God, halfway through, I was like, Jesus Christ, I'm having dinner with Raquel Welch. Just like that.
Yeah.
And I just thought, and then you sort of go, you know, you lose it. You completely lose it.
Did you attempt to kiss her at the end of the night? Or?
No, you don't do that. You know.
Talking about you don't do that.
You can try. But,
she may have wanted that, you see.
She may have wanted it, but I think she was in a relationship at the time, and I don't go out with other people's girlfriends. I think it's rude.
Yeah.
It's dangerous as well.
See, I was buying that up to a point as well. I thought, all right,
it's
you know.
very dangerous.
I'll
man.
buy that up to a point.
Seriously.
And are you still willing to don the old skin and come back and tear the place up with some of the old numbers one time?
I'd like to come and play for you. Yeah. That's the easiest. That's the best place in the world on stage playing. Any musician will tell you that.
Well, let's do that one week. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Ange, you bet. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you. That's the, that's the AA meeting over with. Thank you very much.